It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this regional workshop on cybercrime, virtual assets, and digital evidence. Your presence here today reflects a shared recognition amongst all stakeholders that the challenges we face in the digital era demand not only technical expertise, but very strong institutions, trusted partnerships, and a common commitment to safeguarding the integrity of our public systems, our common development. I'm especially honored by your presence because this high-level engagement sends a very clear signal that the issues we are discussing today are not just peripheral concerns, but central to good governance, financial integrity, and sustainable development. I am pleased that the MRA is hosting this important workshop, which brings together professionals from Mauritius and Seychelles, alongside our partners from the US and facilitators. This regional dimension is particularly important since by its very nature, cybercrime transcends borders. Indeed, no institutions or any country can confront these challenges in isolation. We need to collaborate. At the end of this workshop, participants would have learned investigative and prosecutorial best practices and techniques. They will also, at the end, be involved in practical exercises requiring utilization of the techniques presented by our partners and experts here. As we all know, virtual assets today present unprecedented challenges, which necessitate specialized skills and tools so that we can effectively investigate and detect illicit funds and assets. Since virtual assets are borderless and can be rapidly transferred across the globe, we face very complex jurisdictional issues to enforce our laws. I'm sincerely grateful to the FBI and the United States Department of Justice for their leadership in delivering this program, and to the US Embassy for its valued support. This initiative provides a strong, practical framework for strengthening institutional capacity to address cybercrime, cyber-enabled crime, virtual assets, and digital evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, cybercrime has fundamentally altered the enforcement and compliance landscape. It is no longer confined to technical breaches of systems or networks. It directly affects public revenue, financial stability, investor confidence, and the trust of citizens in our public institutions. For revenue administrations like the MRA, but for government at large, cyber-enabled crime represents a growing, sophisticated threat to the integrity of our tax and financial systems and to the fairness on which voluntary compliance depends. Virtual assets illustrate this dual reality very clearly. On one hand, they obviously offer innovation, efficiency, and new economic opportunities. But on the other hand, they introduce complex risks, including fraud, money laundering, tax evasion, and illicit financial flows, including corruption, of course. The challenge for authorities is not to resist this type of innovation, but we should rather ensure it is supported by robust governance, effective oversight, and strong enforcement capabilities. For jurisdictions such as Mauritius, which positions itself as a transparent, credible, and well-regulated financial center, this balance is critical. Our reputation depends not only on the strength of our legislative framework, but also on our ability to detect wrongdoing, investigate effectively, and support successful prosecution where offenses occur. Credibility will be earned through consistent, professional, and lawful action. This is where digital evidence becomes central to our work. Today, evidence increasingly exists in intangible, highly technical forms such as blockchain transactions, cloud-based systems, encrypted devices, metadata, log files, cross-border data trails, and the dark web at large. The ability to identify, preserve, analyze, and present such evidence in a manner that meets legal standards is no longer an option. It is essential. Otherwise, we fail in our mission. It is essential to the credibility of investigations, the integrity of prosecutions, and the fairness of dispute resolution. This evolution requires a fundamental shift in approach. Traditional investigative methods must now be complemented by digital forensics, advanced data analytics, and close coordination with law enforcement and prosecutorial authorities. Issues such as chain of custody, evidential integrity, admissibility, and clear presentation before the courts are not merely technical details. They will be decisive factors that will determine whether justice is effectively served, whether crime is effectively prosecuted. Ladies and gentlemen, the regional nature of this workshop is especially significant. Cybercrime knows no borders. A single digital transaction can cross multiple jurisdictions in seconds, leaving behind a trail that will demand cooperation rather than isolation. Our engagement with our colleagues from Seychelles reflects a shared responsibility within the region to strengthen cooperation, align operational approaches, and build trusted professional networks. Mauritius remains firmly committed to strengthening its institutional response to cyber-enabled threats. Our legal framework must, however, be constantly revisited in light of the evolving nature of the threats, and of course our capabilities must also be enhanced. Legislation, of course, is not sufficient on its own. Laws must be supported by skilled professionals, robust systems, and a culture of integrity and accountability. Capacity building must therefore be continuous and forward-looking, and we thank our US friends, partners here who are delivering this workshop to us. Above all, I firmly believe that people will eventually be the foundation of every successful reform. The effectiveness of our response to cybercrime depends on the professionalism, judgment, and ethical standards of our officers. Capacity building is therefore not merely about technical training, but about cultivating a strong institutional ethos, one that values integrity, proportionality, and respect of the rule of law. Ladies and gentlemen, this workshop represents more than a technical exercise. It is part of a broader institutional journey, and I am reassured that our friends and partners from the US say there will be more of such workshops, so thank you. So it is part of a broader institutional journey towards stronger governance, greater transparency, and more effective enforcement in this digital age. Over the coming days, I encourage all participants to engage actively, to share experiences openly, and to draw practical lessons that can be applied within our respective institutions. I am confident that the discussions, exchanges, and insights generated during this workshop will meaningfully strengthen our collective capacity to address cybercrime, manage the risks associated with virtual assets, and effectively use digital evidence. I wish you all a very productive, insightful, and impactful workshop. Thank you.